All cable students, please report to the Warrior Walkway. All cable students, please report to the Warrior Walkway. Students, please report to the Warrior Walkway.
Uh-oh, it's that time again. Time for another edition of Warriors in the Hall.
I'm Golden Ortiz-Tazer.
And I'm Dan McAllister. Everybody knows that school spirit plus fire equals fun.
Well, on Thursday, October 7th, the annual homecoming bonfire was held at Westside Middle School. Let's go to Jenny with the story.
With a lot of hard work and practice, this year's varsity football team has earned themselves a 5-1 record. These victories have been credited to excellence in agility and coordination. Touchdowns? Not a problem for these guys. But kick lines? Well, that's another story. This year at the annual homecoming bonfire, the senior football players performed a dance routine with senior cheerleaders and Pom Squad members. For this momentous occasion, the football players spent countless hours preparing. Practices were held both before and after school. Many students and faculty members were there to witness the magic unfold. A good time was had by all. But don't trade those pads in for tutus just yet, boys. This has been Jenny Schuster with video photographer Megan Horrocks, reporting for Warriors in the Hall.
With school spirit at an all-time high, this year's homecoming parade did not disappoint.
Many clubs constructed floats and showcased them to the student body. We here at Cable decided to be a little different. Instead of throwing Tootsie Rolls, well, we threw saltine crackers. Smarties? No, rice cakes.
Let's go hear more about the parade.
This is the 1999 Homecoming Parade, featuring floats made by Westside students and sponsored by Westside clubs. The most creative float wins the parade contest. This year's theme was Land of the Rising Sun. Key Club is a large group at Westside. Their elaborate float included a fire-breathing dragon and students dressed in Japanese costumes. Pat McAtee was one of the students who worked on the float.
My freshman year and sophomore year, the Key Club float had won the contest, and so we just thought we'd carry on the tradition. And we went all out this year, obviously, so.
Frank and Nancy Metzler are parents who helped the students with the float.
Because we love it?
Because we love kids and we just enjoy working with them.
Westside cheerleaders had a 30-person bike.
I got the ones without the pedals, so all I have to do is just sit here. Pretend like I'm doing something.
It didn't really matter because it broke anyway from the intense power. Homecoming candidates drove golf carts in the parade. Sam Tabor was a little excited about all the cheerleaders ahead of him. He was one of the candidates along with the following candidates: but the Key Club's only true competition came from Westside's own cable float. Dean of Boys Pat Hutchins says the parade brings the school to the community.
I think the importance of this parade is for the student body to generate spirit, obviously, for Westside, but also for the community to see the students out in the neighborhood and on the street with this parade, and to generate community support, too. After all, the school belongs to the community, and we want everybody involved in our homecoming.
Later that night, at Westside's homecoming game, the floats run exhibition to the spectators and judges. The winner of the parade was Key Club.
Although guaranteed to be bundles of fun, homecoming can be a very stressful time for many.
We documented the trials and tribulations of Westside seniors Rachel Shedd and her date Jeff West. Aaron Hart and Laura Zachary were there as they got ready for the big night.
Preparation for homecoming is always exciting, costly, and very nerve-wracking.
Let's watch as two Westside seniors, Jeff West and our own Rachel Shedd, prepare for the big night.
Haven't heard from him yet. Jeff's still running late. Not here yet. About an hour and a half now. I'm all ready now. I've been ready for about an hour. He's running a little late, but it's Jeff. I don't know which more I'm supposed to expect. I'm really excited.
So are you coming or what? We got our dinner reservations in 10 minutes. You're standing there.
I can't believe
Bah, bah, bah.
Have fun, you two. This has been Aaron Hart and Laura Zachary for Warriors in the Hall.
Congratulations to homecoming king and queen winners Sain Zeb and Kelly Noah.
This year's amazing Technicolor show choir is slated to be a good one.
Although the name may be a mouthful, this year's varsity show choir is enthusiastic about the coming year.
Here's varsity show choir member Sarah Brandon with the story.
Put you down. I know you're saying that we've gone lazy.
The 1999-2000 school year looks to be a promising one for the varsity show choir. With past successes boosting their confidence, they're ready to take on any competition. Let's go to Mr. Johnson for comments on this year.
This year's it's really exciting. The momentum is just already just tremendous this early in the year. We have a lot ahead of us. We're still waiting to hear back from the Showstoppers National Competition on whether we'll be able to qualify for that, and a lot of performances ahead. So it's exciting. Things are going great.
We're doing some new things this year with Mr. Johnson, where I think we're going to try to get a band this year, and we're going to try to go to some new competitions. So I think it's overall looking to be a better year, and we're a little bit more organized. Mr. Johnson knows what he's doing, so I'm looking forward to it. We got a good show.
This is Mr. Johnson's second year, and I think this year is going to go a lot better than last year just because we're more situated in with a new teacher, and we all know what our goals are.
My goals for Varsity Show Choir is that every performance we do the absolute best we can. You know, not being worried about winning a trophy or you know, beating the competition, but doing our individual best each time we do and perfect each performance, and then let everything else take care of itself.
All of the dedication pays off for this hard-working group when they put on those new sparkly outfits and live up to their outstanding reputation. Good luck to this year's Varsity Show Choir.
This has been Sarah Brandon reporting for Warriors in the Hall.
Westside is well known for its academic excellence. Many students say this is because of Westside's unique schedule.
With modular scheduling comes open mods.
With open mods comes studying.
Au contraire, my perky sidekick. Although there are those who do in fact study, there are still way too many who leave the building without a pass.
Well, fortunately, Westside has hired many new bouncers to monitor who leaves the building.
Zach Miller recently had the opportunity to follow around one of these lovable bouncers.
Bouncers here at Westside are mainly here to card people, which means if you don't have a senior or a junior pass and you're trying to get back in, you get 1 day of in-school suspension or even a day of cafeteria duty.
Dr. Crook, Vice Principal at Westside High School, and I work with our hall supervisors in a supervisory capacity. And this year we have Art Myers, and Kristen Hogan, Rob Uckman, and Colin. And all four of them are doing an excellent job here at Westside High School. And their primary role is just to be visible, to be around whenever they can be on the campus, in the parking lot, hallways. One of their major roles would be to check young people, particularly underclassmen, make sure they have passes before they leave the building. And help out, run errands wherever they can. And we're pleased with the job that the four of them are doing this year. I hope that the student body is responding well to them and very respectful to them, and I hope they're likewise they're treating the student body equally respectfully.
West Sides. My name is Art Myers, better known as CM to some of the baseball players and fans. I'm a hallway supervisor, also known as a bouncer at good old Westside High School. And contrary to some of the legends, we literally do not bounce people. We're responsible basically for keeping them out of the hallways and in classes, and most of the time in the early mornings keeping the parking lots as clear as possible, and in the afternoons making sure that kids aren't parking illegally, and also are, if they leave the building, they have the proper passes to be able to do that. He's smiling. Yeah, come on, show me your pass, you can be on TV.
There we go.
Hey.
Look at that.
Dude, he's legit.
It's a nice picture.
Excellent picture.
Thank you.
Jonathan looks cool.
Does anyone ever card you? Any of the bouncers?
Yeah, the bouncers are pretty good at it. They're pretty understanding.
Construction has created a lot of changes here at Westside.
As much as I love seeing construction workers on a day-to-day basis, some say their work has created congestion in the halls. Let's go to Joe Buda with the story.
The bell for homeroom has just rung, and we're going to walk from my homeroom, the Math IMC, down to room 344B, and we're going to time ourselves how long it takes. All right, let's go. We're coming up on the most crowded part of the hallway right here. Is this hallway crowded?
Yes.
There you have it, folks. Let's go. And here we are at room 344B. It took us 6 minutes and 17 seconds to get here. That is 1 minute and 17 seconds late. Later we asked some students if they were late to class and what some of their excuses were.
Typical week I'm usually late for about 7 classes.
Especially when I'm in the upstairs by the SSIMC and I have to walk all the way down here because I get behind slow people and I'm late.
When I'm coming back from band practice and I'm putting away my trombone, that takes a long time. And since I love my trombone so much, I mean, I like to do it carefully. And, you know, I don't want to scratch it, so teachers get mad at me for loving my trombone so much. And
you have class and then you stand and talk during passing periods?
Yeah.
Okay, does this make you late to class?
Yeah.
My favorite excuse is there was a fight in the hall.
Depends. If they come to class every day and say that they got stuck behind a fight, I usually count them late. But some of them I know that they have to come all the way from like the old business wing or whatever, so I usually don't count them late when they're coming from all the way on the other side of the building.
That I either didn't hear the bell or I was in a class that was really far away.
With cameraman Dan McAllister, this has been Joey Buda reporting for Warriors in the Hall.
Thank you, Mr. Buda. Let's go to Aaron Hart with sports.
For Coach of the Week, Rachel Shedd profiled varsity football head coach Larry Morrissey.
Highlighted coach of this week is varsity football coach Larry Morrissey, who has been with the Warriors for 35 years. As head coach, Morrissey is responsible for providing leadership and guidance to the football players.
One of the things about any sport that you play, there's a certain number of things that you have to set up as goals, you have to set up as disciplinary settings, you have to do, you know, you just talk to the guys in general about just being good athletes, being good students, being a person that people are going to look up to. We want them to become good citizens, but on the other side, we want them to be hard workers. So there's a lot of things that you can gain from football or any sport.
Westside's win over Central was a high point for the team.
If you see us after the game, how proud they are of what we've accomplished, and they know that the hard work they've done through the summer weightlifting and through the conditioning during the season and all the hard work that eventually it pays off.
Coach Morrissey has high hopes for the boys this season.
One of the things that I hope is that through the remainder of this season that we keep every week we improve in one little fashion or another. And if we can continue that, I think that we can finally make it to the big big show, which would be playing at Nebraska, and I think these kids would just absolutely love the opportunity to do that.
This has been Rachel Shedd reporting for Warriors in the Hall.
Thanks, Rachel. Earlier this month, Carrie Combs and Gail Havikin attended the Millard West cross-country meet at Walnut Grove. Let's go to them for a closer look.
On Friday, October 1st, Westside attended the Millard West Invitational at Walnut Grove. Let's go check it out.
Oh, well.
That's the line. Where's the coach?
Don't say it at all.
Upper marks. Come on, Pat.
The girls' team is really small this year. There's only about 13 girls, and 7 of those are on varsity. There's a lot of underclassmen. It's, I think, 5 sophomores on varsity and a freshman and 1 senior. So it's going to be a really strong team the next 2 years. We alternate every day between speed workouts and distance workouts. So like on a distance day, we run about 5 miles a day. And then on a speed workout, we do like repeat 800s or repeat 1000s to try and build up our speed during a race. Districts is next Thursday, and then state is in 2 weeks. Been improving a lot this year. They've been getting in the 16 minutes and 17 minutes for 2.5 miles, and the times are getting a lot closer together, which really helps the score. We've been scoring a lot better in meets, and we're hoping that to send the girls' team to state.
Keep up the good work, cross country. This has been Gail Havikin
and Carrie Combs reporting for Warriors in the Hall.
Many more of the esteemed athletes here at Westside may not be found out on the football field during a varsity game or in the dugout of a girls' softball game, but rather in the gym at 8 o'clock in the morning playing homeroom volleyball. Dara Hunter gives us the inside scoop on the hard work and dedication of these great athletes.
It's been a tradition at Westside the last 25 years for homerooms to gather themselves in the gym and compete against each other in a lively game of volleyball. 2 weeks ago, they started it again. Let's take a look at these fun-filled matches.
Give everybody an opportunity to kind of get to know each other a little bit in a fun way. Take a break from the drudgeries of normal everyday homeroom. It's just a chance to bring everybody together for a little bit and have a little competition.
Time and time again, teachers and students pump their adrenaline to face each other. This year, the competition has swelled with energy. Here are some strategies.
Just doing my homework, that's all.
Competition!
We want to win at all costs. That was curving in. I'm going to give us in on that. That was interference. We have corporate sponsorship, and we were waiting for the box of our...
Wait it down, that's a point for us.
Excuse me.
Well, basically, we just want to tell you that it was a great victory. We're not going to give out our strategy now, but we did give up some points. We're going to have to work on it during practice tomorrow morning.
To serve the ball and get it in and actually hit the ball. Don't be afraid of it. And we're not doing so well on that right now, but we'll get there.
I just want everybody out there to know, Toad's homeroom, #1. We're 1-0, baby. We're going for the title.
This is Dara Hunter reporting for Warriors in the Hall.
Be sure to stay tuned to the next Warriors in the Hall for more district sports highlights. Back to you guys.
Golden, is it true that you met up with one of Westside's most famous celebrities?
Yes, I did. You may know him as Bernie Lomax, but Doug Keeley and I got to meet the man himself.
Okay. Here we go. Okay. Okay. You taking that? I'll get the car. Go ahead.
I'm here today with the man himself, Terry Kaiser. Terry has starred on such classic shows as Night Court, Three's Company, Golden Girls, Baywatch Nights.
Wow.
Walker, Texas Ranger.
Wow. This
and
is
Chips.
good. This is great.
How's everything going today, Terry?
But known, world-renowned, as Weekend at Bernie's, Bernie himself.
It's going good. It's sure nice to be back in Omaha, I'll tell you that. I haven't been here in some years. It's been a long time. The whole high school has changed a little bit. How old are you? 45, 48?
49.
49. All right, you're a couple years older than I am. But it has changed. It's good to be back to Omaha. And nice being here with you.
While in town for a few short days, Terry decided to pay a visit to his old high school. Given a personal tour by District 66 administrators, he was very impressed with all the changes.
How did Westside prepare you for your career in acting?
How did Westside prepare me?
Yeah.
It gave me a certain, I guess, rebelness to be able to go out and attack life, be able to see it. I think what it did, I think what the Midwest does, or Omaha here at Westside, I think what it does, it gives you a foundation, a base for life. And it gives you an understanding of family, of values. And I think no matter what avenue you take, I happen to take acting and being in this business. It gave me a great base to build characters from. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Not really.
Okay, sure, gotcha.
Sounds good.
All right. Okay. Look me in the eye. 50,000. Yes, yes, yes. I knew it. Thank you.
It's amazing to be able to do Broadway, do a lot of film, a lot of different things, and end up becoming known throughout the world as a dead man. So do you want to? I'll show you how you can recognize Bernie right away. Now, what happens is, first of all, you get shade, see, like this. Now, that's not funny. You get comfortable. Okay, that's still not funny. But then, what happens is, you get what you call the Bernie schmirk. And you get a hat on like this, you get it sideways like this, and then you got to work this side up. Try this now. Try this. Just try it. You can't do it? No, all right, here we go. We got to get it up like this. And that's how it comes about. That's how this character came about.
Unlike Bernie, we found Terry Kaiser to be a very lively and outgoing character. This has been Doug Keeley, Golden Ortiz Tauser, with photographic genius Daniel McAllister, reporting for Warriors in the Hall.
Thanks for watching Warriors in the Hall.
On a final note, don't be ashamed if you've been calling in at 2 o'clock in the morning requesting our quality cable access show.
We love you.
Be sure to tune in November 1st for a new episode.
Thanks, Dan.
Thanks, Golden.
Thank you.
You.